Today I'm making some Kickin Chicken breast sandwiches. Not much of a recipe, but I've only grilled chicken once in my life, and it turned out really good. So I went and picked up some boneless, skinless, thinly sliced chicken breast fillets. And the first step that I do is I wash them and I pat them down with paper towel and roll them in seasoning. If you hear the squealing, it's because my little crumb snatcher has run out of food while I was washing the chicken, and he demanded some more. Gotta do what you gotta do to get your job done, even if that means timing your cooking with one of their meals. Is that good? So, now that the chicken is washed, I like to take some paper towel and just kind of pat the water off of the meat. Makes the seasoning stick to it, from what I've learned from trial and error. And I like to make sure I wash off my meat because you just never know. Machines be cutting this meat, and I don't know. I can't imagine they're very clean all the time. So just to be safe. Also, washing the meat gives you the opportunity to inspect it, and I'm kind of picky with my chicken, so I like to rip the fat or the little loose skin pieces off. You know, it's good to get a little sensual with your chicken before you eat it. Okay, now we're ready to season. Okay, there's not much of a recipe, but I literally just tried this. It's a Kickin Chicken spice. I tried that out the other day for the first time, grilled chicken for the first time, and it was so good that I'm going to show you how simple it actually was, and it was delicious. Just move all the other pieces aside. I just sprinkle the top. Whatever don't stick, well, it'll come off. And then flip it. Last time I did use thicker chicken breasts. They weren't as thinly sliced because that's what I had in the house. It worked fantastic. I'm going to try to recreate it with these thinner pieces because I think they would make a nicer sandwich. Roll around, get the edges. Don't be shy. For those people afraid to season, don't be shy. Seasoning is your friend. Okay, that piece is done. Then you just repeat it for all the other pieces. See? It's all coated. And that's how we're just gonna drop it right on the grill like that. So now we go to start up our little fancy 5-star grill that has rusted a little bit due to being sit outside for ages, but it still cooks. So like I said, I use what we have on hand. It ain't nothing fancy. $20 grill. Try to make it fit best I can. So now we just grill it, we close the lid, we let them cook on low, check on them. But in the meantime, we're gonna go cut some veggies. And here we have our other crumb snatcher. On my sandwiches, I pretty much like the same thing every time. But you put whatever veggies or none at all if you want, like my husband. So I put green onions or shallots, cucumbers, tomatoes. I'm gonna wash them up, slice them up while the chicken is grilling, and take occasional moments to go check the chicken while I'm doing these things. A tip on tomatoes, don't keep them in the fridge because they will wilt faster. So keep them out on the countertop until you're ready to eat them. Even at grocery stores, they do not sell tomatoes in the refrigerated section. They keep it out on the shelves with the potatoes and onions and stuff. I'm ready to cut some veggies. Like I said, I cut these tips off. Ain't nothing fancy. I'm sure you've all done this before. So I just slice these up. I even like the thick ends because they're delicious. Now my cucumbers, I do like to... Okay, we're gonna take a break because I have to go buy some time with delicious yogurt melts. That should buy me a few minutes, but I like to peel just half of the cucumber. In case it's bitter, I don't waste the whole cucumber. There's nothing more disappointing than a bitter cucumber on a sandwich. That's all you can taste. Then I just cut a few slices for me. Wrap up the rest and put in the fridge. And then cut the tomato. I also don't cut the whole tomato, just however big your family is, how many sandwiches you think you're gonna eat at that moment. I tend to just do about 2 slices, 2-3 slices, depending on how big my sandwich is gonna be. And then I leave this and put it face down like this in a bag, leave it on the countertop, and try to eat it within a day or two. So I'm checking my chicken for the first time. Okay, it doesn't look burnt. You know, this is a cheap grill, so I like to make sure that no part is being burnt too bad if this side is getting burnt, but these are paler. I switch them around so that they even it out. We just do what it takes. I'm gonna let them go a couple more minutes. In the meantime, while waiting to flip the chicken, I'm gonna bag up these veggies, slice up the bread, just enough for me, clean up the garbage and the little things, and wash the dish over there that I just used to season with. And probably let the baby out of the food prison. Yeah. I tried limes finally about a few weeks ago, and I really liked them. It was a raw lime. I liked it. So I'm gonna try squeezing some fresh lime juice onto my fresh grilled sandwich when I'm done, and I'll let you know how that goes. Out here checking it really good. Okay. See, that looks good. The edges might get a little burnt, but that's just the seasoning burning. It's looking good. These are thin, so it shouldn't really take that much time. And here we have proof Mama can't do anything without the. So I got French bread. This might look like a lot of bread. Yep, it's just for one sandwich, just for me. And I'll just share with my son. But I found out last time that a nice thick bun really helped keep all the veggies together on the sandwich and absorb the ranch dressing that I'm going to put on it and all the juices from everything. It was so good. It was well worth the extra bread. Now anybody can use whatever type of bread they like, no bread at all if they like them naked sandwiches. Wrap it in some lettuce. I don't know. I'm just showing you what I'm doing and what I did. But you can substitute anything and everything you like. I'm gonna go check on this chicken because I don't want it to dry out for these sandwiches. So let's check it out. Looks good. Looks good. I think they're done. Ready to come off the grill because these are very thin, so you don't want to dry them out. I'm about to go grab a plate and plate them up. They look good and done. Also want to wrangle in the escaped convicts. I'm just kidding. We got our escaped little helpers. Gotta get them back in the house. So now, I think we're ready. Pick out the best piece for ourselves. And the last magical ingredient for me is my ranch dressing. I'm not telling you which brand, but it rhymes with raft. And I can tell this cooking segment is over because I think I've bought as much time as I possibly could for my child. So I put the lime juice on there. Gonna put some of the ingredients on there. Take a picture of the finished product. And if you guys try it, let me know how it was for you. Or what variations you did.